Hello and welcome back to the channel. This one is I missed a bit. Well, on each video I find something out that I should have mentioned on them, during some of them anyway. You'll understand that as it goes along. I'm starting off today on the industrial estate. I'm actually stood on Viking Court, Athenia Drive and Appian Way. Okay, great names, aren't they? But this is going to show you, from where I'm stood now, I'm going to show you some of the things I missed on the trams one. Now, one of the things was a shed, which I'll show you in a minute. It looks a different colour to what I saw on Google Maps. Anyway, without further ado, let's get on with the video. What you're looking at on there is the former tram depot. That's where they kept them overnight in there. This is on the pie white, by the way. Now, the colour I had it on Google Maps was yellow. You can see it's grey, but it looks like the same building from what I'm looking at from here. It's got solar panels on it now. It looks like they've had an extension, but the brickwork looks the same. Anyway, so that's where that was. That's what I missed, you guys. So that's just one of them. So that's the tram shed on the pie white where they stored them overnight. Okay, let's move on. So you came from down there and you came down here. Okay, so you see that wall there? That is definitely railway brick. So it came this way and then headed straight through there. Now where I've just been, you probably can see the yellow gate, so I'll get in a bit closer. So I've got in a bit closer. They went through there and that went straight to the depot, what I've just shown you. The reason we're down here is because over here, this is Albion Street, okay? So you've got the Smokers Arms further down from here, Oxford Street straight up there, the Mariners, which had a fire, and all these new buildings down here. Don't forget, these all used to be houses. On this one, the page I've got up in front of me now is from an 1852 directory. Okay, and in these cottages, I'll read these names out. Maybe some of you are still alive, maybe your relatives, I don't know. But this is out of a book of 1852, so quite a long time ago. Well over 100 years, so there we go. So we've got... Yeah, I made a right mess of the reading of this, you guys. I pronounced quite a few of them totally wrong. So I put a picture up there. So just pause it if you want to read it any further. Okay, let's get on with the video. Before we had cars and, you know, transport like that, majority of us had horses. Now you can go get a car fairly cheap nowadays, can't you? Well, they cost a lot to run, I get that, but they need fixing as well. So back then you had a horse, and a horse would need feeding, caring, looking after, really looking after very well, which they do today anyway. You'd also need a blacksmith. Now a blacksmith would make anything out of iron, your tools, your gates, you know, virtually anything like that. I mean, iron's been around for a long time, Bronze Age, Iron Age, etc. They all had swords, didn't the Romans? They made their own stuff like that, but it's all out of iron and things like that. Okay, so where were these blacksmiths? Yeah, so once again, you guys are in a well, mess of it, the reading. So if you just want to pause it, you can read them all up there. You can see there's quite a few, isn't there? Again, sorry about that, and let's get on with the video. So that's quite a few, isn't it? Quite a few of these. Now, I do know there was one on where the library is in town. I was one on the corner there. I don't think it's mentioned on this one, but this is going quite further back. That's something else. That's really interesting, isn't it? Okay, let's move on to something else that I found. I'm currently on Railway Street. Now, off one of these, well, off this street there is two passageways, and it was called 8 Foot Road. Okay. Now, I don't know which one of these passages it is, you guys. I'm going to point them out anyway. There is two down here, which I think I've walked down many a time. So down there was... once again, I read a lot of this wrong, so I've had to do this again and just like talk over this bit. Just like I say, just pause it and read it. And it was very interesting, by the way. I'm going to go down some of the passages, 8 foots in a minute, and show you. You'll see as it goes along in a second. Okay, on with the video. Now this is off to the side of me where I am now, so I'm going to go over the road and show you one of the 8 foots. There's an 8 foot we call a passage. Don't we? That's what majority of that slang for what, you know, what it is. So I'm assuming, you know, that's what it is. But this is in a book. So, yeah, strange, isn't it, how you find these things out. But I'm going to show you these passages anyway, so let's have a look. So this is the first passage. That leads to Freeman Street that way. I have been down here before, you guys. I'll turn around. And Railway Street. Now, Was some of these buildings either side, these have been rebuilt by the way, you can see from the bricks. Some of the things I've said on there, the cabinet makers and things like that, blacksmiths, etc. What's there in here? Let's go to the other one. And this is the other one. Okay, both led out to Railway Street. You see down here, I've done these before, these are very old. This is a shop called Swains, was it? Something like that, or Swans, I can never remember saying it, probably the pink bit there. As you can see, upwards, it's go high. See all the filled in windows up there. It's probably one of the cottages that I've heard about that the fishermen used to stay in. But yeah, so 8-foot road. Which one was it, or was Railway Street called that before it changed its name? If you do know, let me know in the comments below. I mean, it's quite far back, it's well over 100 years, so you never know. But on some of the maps that I do look at, it does look quite short. So whether or not that started off like that as one of these, I don't know. But let's have a look around here. Quick look. As you can see, there's still here the cobbles. And yes, this could have been a road because it's the width of a cart. I think you can get a car down here just, but I wouldn't want to be honest with you. You might hit some of the walls. New Brighton. Yeah. And that had the same, people living in there, fish merchants, people lodging, etc. People, it says do I think means work. And then you had Bruce's cottages. Now, where were they? I don't even know where they were. Same thing, lodgings for fishermen, it near enough says on there. Then you got Osborne House. Well, I guess that's down Osborne Street, where the demolition's going on. You know, what I've just shown in another video. And then you've got Bancroft's Terrace. Well, that's Bancroft Street. We know where that one is. And Humber Street. But yeah, all these different names. I know they are on the side of the houses as you go around. I've noticed them. But I mean, you know, I've tried to film them sometimes and you get the odd person at the window, so I'll leave it at that. Okay, let me tell you a few more things that I missed. Okay, clubs. Now, over that way, I know we'll keep cutting the same direction. I'm going to turn around in a different way. But over that way was the General Hospital through there. But yeah, working men's clubs. A few of the clubs there I probably missed during my pub crawl. All right, let's get a bit on with the next lot I missed. I'll tell you, I'm bad. Back on the docks again. Okay, so laying of the foundation stone. The first stone of the Great Grimsby Docks was laid by His Royal Highness Prince Albert on the 18th day of April in the year of our Lord 1849. That was just a short video there, you guys. It's something I found while I was out researching. I hope you enjoyed that one. Okay, so I'd like to welcome all my new subscribers to the channel. I really do appreciate it. And for all you watching my content, I really do appreciate that. So on that note, I'm going to leave you with these cobbles. See you on the next video.